Handy Hudsonite here. I'm going to show you two methods for how to tell how much propane is left in your tank for your grill. And I'm also going to show you how you can tell how many grilling hours you have left based on the amount of propane in your tank. Throughout the year, we all like to be able to grill food outside, whether it's because your house is hot in the summer and you don't want to heat up the stove, or it's the middle of the winter and you're just craving that meat, that hamburger, or whatever it is that you want to cook on your grill. You want to always know how much propane is in your tank so that you don't run out in the middle of your meal like I have, or at a neighborhood party where you're going to have your grill on for several hours cooking food for neighbors and friends. I'm going to show you two methods here of how you can tell exactly how much propane is left in your tank, and then be sure to stick around because I'm going to show you also how to tell how much propane you have left, how many hours of grilling you have left based on that amount of propane. The first method for trying to see how much propane is left in your tank is to actually pour hot water, and I have a container of hot water right here, and what we're going to do is we're going to pour the hot water over the propane tank, and what's going to happen is we're going to feel how hot it is in different parts of the propane tank after pouring the water down the side, because the part that doesn't have the propane will be hotter to the touch than the area of the tank down below where the propane level is. That will not be as hot to the touch as when we use this. Now, I do have this label on here on the tank, and that could have some effect on feeling how hot it is, and that's why we have two different methods for checking the level in your tank. So let's pour the hot water over this, just over the side like this. Again, we want to get it evenly, okay, and then I want to feel, okay, that's warm. Okay. Again, this, because of this label on the tank, it's a little bit hard to tell. Okay, that's warm up there. Doesn't feel nearly as warm down here. Again, it's not giving me an exact level of where the propane is, but my guess is the level's probably right around here. So that's how much propane we have. Okay, so let's move on to method number two. Method number two involves weighing the propane tank. Now, down here, we can see that it says the net weight is 15 pounds. So the net weight of this particular tank is around 15 pounds. And we can just use a regular bathroom scale. And in order to do this, we're going to have to take the propane tank off. So you want to make sure that the tank nozzle up here is turned off. So turn it clockwise until it is completely off. And then what I'm going to do is disconnect the tank here. And again, you want to be very careful when you're working with a propane tank. You don't want to slam it down on the ground hard. So let's weigh our tank and see how much we have. Here's our bathroom scale that we're going to use to weigh the tank. And I forgot to mention that the tank, the weight of the tank is 15 pounds, and a full propane tank is going to be around 35 to 38 pounds. So when we weigh it here, whatever weight we get, we want to subtract the 15 pounds from it, and what's the number that's left will be the amount that's left in your tank. So here's my scale. I just need to tap it to calibrate it, and then we're going to set the tank gently on this scale. Let's see how much it weighs. 19.3 pounds. So if this tank is 15 pounds, then we have 4.3 pounds of propane left in the tank. Now, how do we calculate how much grilling time we have left with the amount of propane in our tank? What you want to do, it's an easy calculation. You just multiply the number of pounds of propane in your tank times 30, and that'll give you the number of grilling minutes that you have left. So let's just, for simplicity's sake, round our number to 4, and 4 times 30 is 120 minutes. Now, to get hours, obviously we just divide by 60, so I have about 2 hours of grilling time left in my tank. Now, which method did you prefer when it came to filling or determining the amount of propane in the tank? I prefer the weight method, as using the water, especially if you have a tank that has a label on it like this, makes it just hard to detect that temperature difference. But the weight method and then calculating it by 30 to get the number of grilling minutes left is a very accurate method for determining how much time I have to grill my food. Appreciate you watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, The Handy Hudsonite, for more tips, hacks, and reviews like this one. And be sure to hit the notification bell so that you can get content as it goes up on my channel. And I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.